can't.
I guarantee.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you f***ed up.
Gervonta Davis boldly claims he will dominate Lamont Roach in the rematch and shuts down talk of an upset. He stakes a $5 million bet on knocking Roach out, showing full confidence in his skills and dismissing public belief that Roach has any real chance of winning the fight.
Beat his ass.
You can't do shit.
For
I don't
real.
give a
Man, be quiet.
I don't give a y'all was
all that
quiet. Y'all,
and
if
all
y'all was
that.
loud,
We got the
y'all
whole
was
hood
fucking
over there,
talking about-
like twisted up. I don't give a about
Y'all
none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I
can't
don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
Y'all
gonna get
under
f***ed
y'all
up over here.
face
When
up.
what do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
Tell
nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
I can't.
he pay for it.
I don't-
guarantee he
I
pay
can't.
for it. I guarantee it. I
Calm down.
guarantee it. Come to
Calm
the
down,
fight.
brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna
Come
get
to
you
the-
f***ed up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you off your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Stop. Y'all know
I
what's
like
going
that.
on. Y'all know
I like
how
that.
I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Gervonta Davis boldly claims he will dominate Lamont Roach in the rematch and shuts down talk of an upset. He stakes a $5 million bet on knocking Roach out, showing full confidence in his skills and dismissing public belief that Roach has any real chance of winning the second fight.
YouTube, we're back again with some more boxing news in the boxing world. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach for the rematch is on the horizon. It will be happening this year, and it will be happening very, very soon. This is the thing, YouTube. If y'all agree with me on what I'm about to tell y'all, I want y'all to throw the thumbs up, because this is what's gonna happen. If y'all remember the Mayweather and Madonna match, where everybody thought Madonna beat Mayweather in the first match when they fought each other, like he dominated him, he beat him. Same thing goes here. Lamont Roach, everybody's saying that he dominated Gervonta Davis, but this is not going to happen in the rematch. Gervonta Davis is going to dominate Lamont Roach. If y'all agree with me on what I'm telling y'all, this is just like the Mayweather-Madonna fight. I'm trying to tell you. Lamont Roach is going to lose in the rematch, and that's a guarantee. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. If y'all agree with me, throw a thumbs up. And if you ain't got Eat Up Keeps the News, subscribe.
The excitement surrounding this rematch brings back memories of Floyd Mayweather's first fight with Marcos. Maidana dominated large stretches of their first bout, leading many to believe he would win the rematch. But in the second fight, Floyd adjusted his strategy and outclassed Maidana with ease. A similar scenario may unfold between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. Roach looked superior in their initial bout, and public opinion has swayed in their favor. However, Davis is known for adapting well, and he now has a second chance to correct past mistakes and shift the narrative in his favor.
Yo, what's going on, fight fans? Check it out. It looks like Gervonta Davis has a new coach. Now, this is Coach Mustafa. He's a well-known coach down in the Atlanta area, and it looks like he's starting to train with him. I know he has that upcoming rematch coming up. It looks like it's slated for June. Now, this coach is known for his working on timing, precision, accuracy. Those are some of the things that this coach is well known for. He's also been training Tevin Farmer for his past 2 fights. Now, what does this mean for Tank? Is he leaving Coach Kyle and Coach Kenny, or adding Coach Mustafa to the team? Is it smart to switch trainers so close to a fight? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below.
Following the controversial result of the first fight, Gervonta Davis made adjustments to his training camp. He hired a new coach to sharpen his techniques and bring renewed discipline. This move was both strategic and personal, a step toward eliminating distractions and maintaining full focus. Davis is determined to correct every mistake that allowed Roach to gain an advantage. The new training methods reflect his commitment to redemption, not just showing up. He is training with intensity, readying himself for every possible scenario in the ring.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
This is not just another bout is the most highly talked. About rematch of the year, Lamont Roach has been the only fighter to truly challenge Gervonta Davis in recent memory. Their previous battle left fans with more questions and answers with Roach. Just lucky, or is he really better? The rematch promises clarity people want to see if Roach can repeat or improve on his performance, or if Davis can reassert his dominance. The stakes are high, and both fighters know what's on the line: reputation, legacy, and pride.
Who am I here with today?
Lamont Roach Jr.
I don't know who you are, man. What do you do for a living?
And I box.
How long have you been boxing for?
I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 20 years.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 29.
You made some money. What's the best piece of advice about money you've received throughout your career?
Save that money gonna save you.
Has there ever been one experience where you spent too much money than you thought you should have, that you regret?
That I regret? No, but there's been a lot of times where I shouldn't have spent as much money as I did.
Is there one piece of advice that now that you've been boxing for a couple of years, you could tell your younger self about boxing?
My advice to my younger self would be keep going. You're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be at. As long as you work hard, put your faith in God, and you just keep pushing.
What made you really stand out as a boxer?
My hard work, determination to be the best.
Is there one boxer that you think inspires you the most with your play style?
I take bits and pieces from all boxers, even some of my opponents and stuff like that.
Anyone specifically?
No, not necessarily.
What keeps you motivated to keep pushing hard still?
It's definitely hard for me to give up because I know what's at stake. I know what can happen. I know what can happen with hard work. But if I ever feel like giving up, my motivation would be my son, my family, the ones who behind me 100%. They've been down at the bottom with me, so they coming up top with me.
Where can they find you on social media, man?
1of1X.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro.
Lamont Roach continues to lead another bout is the most humility, highly faith, talked and determination. About rematch of the year, calm demeanor contrasts with the only fighter to pre-fight bravado. Roach challenged Gervonta Davis. In flash, he lets his work. Their previous battle left fans. Itself, he trains more hard, questions and answers with preparation. Just believes lucky, his path is, or is he really guided by something greater? Rematch promises clarity. Mentality has remained consistent. See if Roach can repeat or as the spotlight grows, performance, or if mental strength has helped him push his dominance. The stakes challenges and reached this high. Both fighters know Roach is ready, not just reputation, legacy, but spiritually and emotionally.
I just want to know, when is the rematch gonna happen at this point? Because I'm not gonna lie, for it to be a whole month later and y'all still arguing over who actually won, it's just really like, okay, yeah, run it back, because we got to go ahead and settle this, squabble this up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say neither fighter in here is shitty, okay? Because after the fight I seen on March 1st, yeah, they both was tagging shit, both getting up with each other, okay? I feel like this is the perfect match. If anybody's gonna do a rematch, you need to be there on, period. And Gervonta was stinging him. I'm not gonna lie, he was stinging him. Great fight for him. But I'm not gonna lie, he came out knowing what he was trying to do. Y'all have to give it to him. Like, y'all just be hating, okay? Y'all can't get in the ring and fucking fight. Y'all just be hating. At least I'm giving them enough day props, okay? Because Gervonta had a great fight. Don't get me wrong. My money was on him. But I think what messed him up was the fact that when he came out, y'all know he usually be 2 steps ahead. He was 3 steps ahead. I feel like he already had Tank figured out. And he definitely was not expecting that. And him, on the other hand, I think he came in really having something to prove. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, it was a really good fight, and I feel like this is how I see it. In the beginning of the fight, he was stinking, back to back, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the fight, that's when he finally kicked it up. But I seen consistency through him through the whole fight. I'm not gonna lie, like, so I just feel like the rematch need to happen because you never know. He might, now that he was 3 steps ahead, become 8 steps ahead, and he might really knock his butt down. But at the end of the day, it's like, we need this rematch because I don't think this is ever gonna be a dispute that is settled and, you know, officially he won, he lost until they fight. Like, we gotta see it.
The verbal exchanges have escalated, but ultimately talk means nothing when the bell rings. The rematch is where truths are revealed and reputations are built or destroyed. All the online arguments and interviews will fade into the background once punches start landing. This fight will be the final word, fans. Critics in both camps have their opinions, but none of them matter compared to what happens in the ring. When it's over, the better man will be clear for everyone to see.
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, you know, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident, because you gonna go up against a different Tank. Like I told y'all in previous videos, he gonna go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off, I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's gonna fold. You going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's gonna get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much, you was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like, I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont, this from the same camp, we from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up, because you gotta think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that like gotta step back from a situation. That's why I think he being hushed right now, because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning, like when he was with Floyd. Like, I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got, like, you know, a little bit more in the boxing, you know, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you gonna start being flashy and doing backflips off the ring. But in his beginning stages, dude wasn't playing. He was dropping I think that's what he about to go to, bro. And we know that people like, man, did he take Calvin off his team? Nah, like he said, Calvin, his boy. I think he just rocking with somebody else right now to get him some sharper skills, you know, to just change up his skill and what people know him by. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think Tank go take it to Lamont. And that's not me being biased. I think we ain't ever seen Tank like this before.
The verbal exchanges have escalated, criticism Gervin. Ultimately, Davis is entering the ring nothing winning. To bell rings questions about his focus, where truths, drive, are revealed and reputations are built. Motivation destroyed, working all the online arguments, training, interviews to dominate in a race. Background narrative once punches start landing. Davis knows that final word fans, weakness, critics in both camps, so he's closing every gap. Opinions, but Roach none of them exploited before his compared to what happens in focus the ring, technical, when it's over, the better man will be. Wants more than a clear win, for everyone to see. Statement.
Do you think he wins that rematch with Lamont Roach?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know.
Does a lot of it hinge on Gervonta and like which version he shows up with? And no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespectful to Roach, and like y'all fight fans gotta realize that is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in there fighting another grown man that ain't going for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think Roach is gonna come with another game plan or something better or this, that, and third? So when they had a rematch, are y'all still gonna say, oh, Take's still not his full self ever since he fought whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, Roach is a hell of a fighter. He proved he was a hell of a fighter, so he need to get that credit. He's a hell of a fighter. I don't know who's gonna win that rematch. I honestly feel like Tank is losing love for the sport, or he lost the love for the sport and he's no longer hungry anymore.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yet you got a guy that's just super hungry and never had no attention, now getting all his attention, and now he get around two of his attention. Is like, shit, that's kind of hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Tank is he's still a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50. And to your point, we were saying, okay, he lost love of the sport. I don't really think Canelo got the same love he had for the sport